I'm just disappointed in the metal scene, really. That's what it comes down to. A scene that prides itself on inclusivity, brotherhood, anti-racism, anti-misogyny, and all that is just a bit too happy to keep booking artists that stand against those principles. Let's give this another try. Maybe this time the audio won't drop out. And here we are. Perfect. Okay. My hair. Wow. All right. Hi, I'm Mahmoud, and let's try and do some philosophy today. This is not a video specifically about SLA dying and Tim Lambesis, but it was inspired by that situation, and I would like to get some of your thoughts on this. Morals, inclusivity, and how those pertain to the metal scene. Before we get started though, I know some of you are going to be like,
that's just moral grandstanding. What about second chance? What about separating the art from the artist? You're just virtue signaling.
Let's get this mess of an argument out of the way right now, so we can try and have an actual discussion. If you think it's moral grandstanding or virtue signaling or whatever other buzzword you picked up from your favorite grifter, when someone decides not to listen to someone's music anymore because of something they said or did, then you need to raise that moral bar of yours. Giving someone money when I feel that their morals do not align with mine feels wrong to me. Like, I'm not buying Bibi Netanyahu's next metalcore banger either. You do what you want with your money. But in the case of Tim Lambesis, trying to get your wife assassinated is so damn bad to me. I really think you need to think about where you really stand morally. It's not as easy an answer as some want to make it out to be, and it's highly dependent on the situation. Also, if you're an artist, you definitely already know this. Separating the art from the artist is a cop-out excuse. There is no separating. The art is a piece of the artist. Be it music, a movie, a book written by a racist turf about wizards, painting, picture, whatever it is a representation of the artist to some degree. It's not always as deeply complex, of course, but it always holds true to some extent. Swinging back to Tim and SLA dying, him selling Christian morals, whatever that means, and positivity while cheating is icky to me. But there I can definitely see the argument with the separation to some degree, like do as he says and not as he does, and all that, right? However, it stops with attempting to having your wife murdered. It's not that hard to not do that. Now, to get to what I actually want to talk about. This is something I recently discussed with my dear friend Phil. Shout out if you're looking at this. Do you separate the art from the artist? Why or why not? Please listen to my thoughts and give me yours in the comments. While we're at it, please leave a like and subscribe and all that YouTube stuff. I'd really appreciate it. I want to give you two examples. One where I can't separate the art from its maker, and one where I probably can. I was a big fan of SLA dying. I loved and I listened to 3 of their albums a lot, and exactly because of that love, I can't listen to it anymore. Spotify spits it out to me from time to time, and I just can't, man. The lyrics and music are too intertwined with what I value, and now I can't enjoy it anymore. Frankly, it sucks. Some of my favorite tracks of my youth are on those records, and that shit is ruined because Tim Lambesis decided homicide is better than divorce. I also don't touch anything Harry Potter anymore. Favorite books of my childhood. But man, Joanne and her bullshit, f*** her. However, let's look at the other side. All that shit with Marilyn Manson? Dude is a grade A asshole, to put it mildly. But it doesn't bother me nearly as much when his music plays. I was never a big Manson fan. I'm still not. So I have no emotional connection to it at all. His discography could disappear tomorrow, and I probably wouldn't even notice it. All this to say, in his case, I could separate the art from the artist. I have no emotional connection to it at all. None of what he did matters to me much. I still don't go out of my way to listen to it, and I will definitely not go to his shows or buy merch or anything like that, but that's on principle, and a lot less emotionally charged for me. Now I'm asking myself, does it have to be sacrificial for it to matter? I don't know, man. For some, this is the exact opposite. Because the music of As Lay Dying means so much to them, they want to separate what Tim did from the art and want to continue to enjoy it. Which, yeah, I get that. I don't know what I'd do tomorrow if we found out that James Hetfield is a serial killer. Metallica means so much to me, and I genuinely just don't know how I'd react. Let's widen the scope slightly. Some people in the metal scene will often go out of their way and judge other scenes for harboring people like Chris Brown and Diddy and all those assholes, but are the first to excuse Nazis in the black metal scene because they want to separate the art from the artist. The obvious racism aside, if you're one of the people that listens to metal made by Nazis, why? I genuinely want to know. I'm just disappointed in the metal scene, really. That's what it comes down to. A scene that prides itself on inclusivity, brotherhood, anti-racism, anti-misogyny, and all that is just a bit too happy to keep booking artists that stand against those principles. As long as the business is good, the machine will deliver, and apparently the fans will come too. Is the scene just full of hypocrites, or am I just terminally online? I'm terminally online. Please give me your thoughts. What's your take on this? I'm Mahmoud. Thanks for giving me your time. And I'll see you in the comments. Take care, my friends.